Hey, Erzgard here, and it's time to talk about Bleach, and damn, what an episode again. Hits the emotional damage and looked beautiful here. I've been waiting for this moment to get animated for what feels like years. And they did an amazing job seeing Nanao's story and Kyoraku's life fully coming to fruition here. Everything that has been built up and getting the full context that we have in this episode has been amazing. And seeing Lille Barros full transformation, fully animated, has been great. And showing why Kyoraku is one of the best characters in Bleach, and the female characters have been also really damn good. Last week we had Nemu, now we have Nanao. It has been great, and there's still more to come. What an awesome episode. But let's get into it and talk about it. It starts off, we see throughout the episode some flashback, getting the context with Nanao, her parents, and seeing the two hairpins that Kyoraku has, the signification behind them, Nanao's parents, Kyoraku's brother, and the mother from the Ise family, and the curse of the Ise family here. And meanwhile, in the present, during the fight, Lille Barro was still alive, surviving, actually shoots Kyoraku through the chest there while he was on the best pillow laps. I need Anohana also. One that I need to stand in that pillow lap there. But back to the flashbacks. Shunsui's brother, I don't think we fully get his name. I'm curious, maybe Kubo revealed it in an interview or something like that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys know Shunsui's brother's name, and Nanao's mother there being with him, seeing that family, and meanwhile Lille Barro was getting the full transformation in that creepy, biblical, accurate angel form, bird, owl thing. It looks great, but it's also creepy and grotesque as fuck. It kind of fits with how divinity is personified in Bleach quite a lot, and also all of the memes. Your angel and then biblically accurate angel, so to say there, and Kyoraku has to be on the run with Lille Barro fully transformed and starts firing lasers all over the place. And I like how Ohana just wanted for him to let go, be on the run. He did more than enough there, and he falls asleep, letting go there. But Nanao wakes him up, kind of similar, mirroring a bit her mother in the past there, and asking for her Zanpakuto, which has been one of the most important things for her family, and also in Kyoraku's life here, even saying forget the promise made to my mother, and she knew about it, and they had to still go on the run in Kyoraku's shadows there, and revealing Kyokotsu, the other part, the second personification of the Zanpakuto for Kyoraku. He returns her Zanpakuto for her there. Here is where we have Nanao going after Lille Barro and revealing how she got the Zanpakuto. Katen and Kyokotsu being split there into two, and starting talking about the Ise family. And the flashbacks here just showing the tragedy that Kyoraku's life is, and the curse, or the perceived curse, the Ise family has. There's something there happening, definitely, and even saying the Ise family only has women being born, and they bring men into the family, or they marry other people. But that triggers the Ise curse. The men always die. And apparently Nanao's mother, she married with another man. She wanted to end the Ise bloodline in a way, but he died. And that was Kyoraku's brother there. And we see Nanao's mother helping fix a bit their relationship, kind of brought them together. Kyoraku didn't really get along with his brother. She had this demeanor to her, like this somebody you can open yourself up to, brings good vibes, so to say, into the room, into a family, so on. Now his mother would be somebody you could just sit down and talk to, and she would calm you a bit, kind of get that aura from her a bit. And she looked really similar to Nana, of course her mother, but it's like mirror image, Nana and her mother. I'm actually getting a bit teared up for what happened there. And after her husband died, Nanao's father, she returned to the Ise family, and Apparently she blames the Zanpakuto, which could be the curse, could be part from that there, and she wants to protect Nanao here, but back in the present, she wanted to make her own decision, to accept the curse, to live with it, to deal with it, not keep it from her, and also to protect Kyoraku, the person she admires, Nanao. And that moment between them was awesome that we get to see more of the real Kyoraku, because he always puts up this humor, comedy front like a defense mechanism. He hides a lot of things and keeps things bottled up, but throughout his life he has suffered quite a lot of tragedy. Lost his brother, lost kind of like a sister in Nanao's mother there, lost his best friend with Ukitake. So many things happened to Kyoraku, but he's always smiling and putting up that front there, and he didn't want to lose Nanao. And we see even more with that what happened here, and revealing that Shinken Kokien, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name, I'm really bad with names, has the power to confront gods and reflect their power, and that's the key thing to fighting against somebody like Lile Barrow there, and revealing that Nanao's mother asked Kyoraku to keep the sword safe to protect Nanao, but she was the one that overheard that conversation. She didn't fully see who her mother was talking to, but slowly through the years and so on, she started realizing the clues and put things together, the hairpins, the kimono, finally seeing the kimono, why he always wears that kimono there, and how she got into squad 8. And I liked when they were announcing the results there, who got into squad 8, one of the background voices, "Oh yes, Aizen, he's so hot, I can't wait to be in Aizen's team." I was like, yeah, about that. There. But Nanao got adopted by an old couple there, and revealing her life, how she got into this position, and showing that the Ise family, women can't really have their own Zanpakuto. This is why this Zanpakuto is passed down through generations. Here she couldn't make one of her own with an Asauchi, but she decided to get good at Kido, but she still got assigned to Kyoraku's team. Probably he was a bit involved into that to keep her safe there. And Nanao actually goes after Lilebaro. He blocks, but she does wound him. She cuts his arm with that bladeless sword there. And I like how he was talking. Feels like he went more off the deep end. They're more abstract into his dialogue than when he was in human form, so to say. This is why it has been great here. And the animation for it, the art style, the cinematics thing, they have been cooking so hard with this core with Bleach. We have been eating so good as Bleach fans. And then he starts charging up his final attack, that huge energy ball there, and how creepy he was when he started looking for them, like increased his head and started spinning his eyes around, and him not fully being able to see the sword thanks to the reflection there. And this is where it hurt quite a lot, and this is why Kyoraku put so much guilt on himself when Ukitake came in back in the past, in the flashbacks, telling him that Nanao's mother was executed by Central 46. Those fuckers always suck. Throughout the entire history of Bleach, those in power, the bureaucrats, politicians, I hate people like that everywhere. They're good for the story, characters and so on, but types of people like that annoy me so much. They executed Nanao's mother, and of course he blames himself, because the reason was lost the treasure with the sword. She was willing to die for her daughter, to keep that secret, to keep her safe, and didn't tell Kyoraku what would happen. And of course he blames himself and feels like everybody leaves him behind, and they leave their precious things with him, putting that pressure, responsibility with him. He's always left behind. Imagine how much survivor's guilt he has there, and wants somebody to take that off of his shoulders, this time being Nanao, finally accepting that fate, and he goes behind her to support her, to be there for her. That was great. And even more after last episode that we had, what Nemuri did also for Mayuri, kind of like that daughter, father, weird relationship considering how Mayuri is, how she was created, everything, but showing how that can bring people together, and even hear how much Kyoraku cares for Nanao and vice versa. And we see a bit of her perspective, since throughout her life she never really got into fights, especially with swords. She never was able to use them, and finally seeing the reality of what it means to face somebody with your sword. And her first battle being against a literal god there, she was crumbling, to say the least. She got wounded, fear, everything. Everybody would have had that reaction, and probably much worse other people there. And when you see Baro charming that trumpet there, like the trumpet of the angel of the gods, to hit her, she finally accepts that Kyoraku is there to support her. And that scene just brought a tear to my eyes. So beautiful that. And when he fires it, everything around him kind of basically got deleted, like shift delete, evaporated. But where the sword was and their position, you see behind, surviving, and all of that power got reflected back into Lile Baro. And that's how you defeat God, with its own power being reflected back. And Nanao told him, but when you're that arrogant, you're not gonna listen, you're not gonna put one and two together, you're not gonna care. You always look at others below you, especially somebody with this god complex that Lile Baro had there. And he starts breaking apart fully, and after that he dies. And we get Kubo's art as always, and it's great having the author doing this every time. And then I liked how Kyoraku's, hey, we should go back and catch up to the others, and the title there on the line that both of them being wounded, it's time for a little break. And this was a great episode here, finally fully getting the full context in anime of Kyoraku, Okitake, Nanao, the family here. Insane. And we still have more, and I love Bleach so much. And thank you to the animators, to the staff, to Kubo, to everybody being involved here, bringing this finally to light, pun intended, speaking about light. But yeah, it hit quite hard, this episode, and Nano has been great along with Kyoraku. But I'm really curious what you guys thought about the episode. What do you think, especially if you're anime only, finally getting all of the context, everything that has been happening here, and let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. And I forgot to say at the start, yes, I'm bald because I felt like it, and I'm still sick. I'm pretty much back to 100%, but my voice is not fully there. So again, apologies if I sound weird, and I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Keep enjoying Bleach. Bye bye.